Hey, Arlo. J'étais gentil, Arthur, c'est mon tour. God, look, you are Roland Haché?
Yes, I am.
And you used to be?
Roland Haché.
Good one.
I've always been Roland.
I know,
yeah,
but you used to
I think my mother gave me that name. I think she gave me a name before I was born.
Always a sense of humor. You used to be the Minister of Education.
And Environment.
Okay, now you got slaughtered the last election.
I didn't get slaughtered.
You won.
I won my election, and I want to thank the people from Niagara-sur-Loire for doing so. I'm very grateful to them. This is what I love to do.
I'll give you some publicity. Okay, no problem. Listen, the mothers, Isabelle Haynes, the mother of the tragedy in Batters, they're meeting with the new Minister of Education, Jody Carr. Are you concerned, like what happened last weekend with the buses in Nova Scotia?
Certainly I'm concerned about that, and what I'm concerned about, this, I know it was students that were in there, but it could have been anybody. It could have been, Polish people or whoever. And what surprises me a lot is that they got caught in Nova Scotia. So what were the people working in public safety doing here in New Brunswick? When did they get their how do you call that?
Sticker, yeah.
Yeah, when did they get it, and what kind of inspection were done and everything? And we're being told by the government that this is under investigation. Well, I hope it is under investigation, and I'm really eager to find out what has happened there. This is not acceptable.
But to be fair, maybe the Liberals were in power when they got the sticker.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who was in power. I don't care about that. I just care about the lives of the people, the safety of the people that are driving into common vehicles. That's my preoccupation right now. So
I got a question for you. Does the minister have power, or is it the bureaucrats that tell the minister?
Well, the minister certainly has power, but I would say that the bureaucrats suggest a solution to certain problems. The minister suggests things too, and the final decision is made by the minister. I would say also that not every minister is aware of every single little thing that's happening in his portfolio. So, but the minister definitely has power, and the government certainly has all the power.
Jody Carr, you've known him for 6 years. He's an emotional guy.
I've known him for more than
a long time, and he's an emotional guy. And I'm sure he'll get through, the mothers will get through to him about yellow bus. They should have yellow bus do the transportation. Well, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the government's going to move on this? You wouldn't?
I think that question would be better asked to the Minister of Education himself. But certainly there's one thing. If they're going to drive a school bus for extracurricular activities, there'll be less extracurricular activities. There's no question about it. It would be certainly more costly. And one thing that I find a little bit disappointing is that the unions don't want their own members to be volunteers. So I'm just questioning what's behind this. Like, why not? Why not let their members be volunteers?
Volunteer for what?
Volunteer for driving school buses for activities.
I never heard that before.
Pardon?
I never heard that before.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had suggested to Mrs. Haynes that she would ask the union to allow their members to be volunteer school bus.
Not all the time, but once in a while.
No, why not? Just like any other parents. Even if you're a parent, you're a school bus driver, you're a parent, the union will not allow you to drive a school bus for extracurricular activities. So I'm just questioning what's behind this. Like, these members are part of society, and I believe that they should be allowed, if they want to volunteer, that they should be allowed to volunteer. And I ask, why not?
Isn't it great when you're in the opposition, you can ask a question?
I'm sorry?
When you're in the opposition, you can ask the question?
I asked the very same question when I was in government.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. There's no question about that. Yeah. Sorry, Charles.
I don't know. Pleasure. Always a pleasure. And I'm glad you were re-elected. You're not a bad guy.
Thank you very much. And, what I have to say about that is the first duty, and I said that in the House today, the first duty of any MLA is not to defend Fredericton and their constituents in their riding. It's to defend their riding in Fredericton, and I hope everybody remembers that.
And one more point. I haven't had a cigarette in 7 months.
Charles, you're smart.
How come you can't do it?
Take care.